Hello, hi. I just finished filming this month's Laney Loves books for February. Did a little quick setup. Let me show you. This is what the setup was. I filmed from my bed because I just wanted to be comfortable and because somebody came to visit yesterday. So I'm gotta take it easy today. It's day 1 of the cycle. It's terrible. I was multitasking because I was filming this video and I've made some bread. It kind of turned out weird. It looks kind of like bread. Let me show you. I mean, that looks like bread, no? That looks like bread. Your girl made bread. If I were to make this differently, it's kind of flat. I would add more yeast. It's spelt flour. It's like a different kind of flour. It needs a little more time. Not for cooking, but just for the rising side of things. We'll see how it tastes. Today, Monday, it's an admin day. There's lots of work to catch up on. I've got to edit some video. I've got to edit this video, this Laney Loves Books video that I worked on today. And I'm going to be posting that hopefully by tomorrow. Lots of dorky comments. I didn't read any filth this month. So that might be a little bit disappointing for some. But also, there will be plenty of filth in the coming months. No updates on the work front. I have to go outside to pick up some stuff today. So it's a busy day today. It's a busy Monday. And it's only 12. Okay, I've got an update on the tech interview that I had, the second tech interview that I had last week, and it's a no. The rejection letter said, let me read it out to you. We're not moving forward with the application. Both myself and the person I interviewed with enjoyed meeting you, and you think you culturally would be a great fit for this company. For this position, we're looking for a candidate who can bring experience in complex domains. I just want to point out that I didn't apply to this job. I was headhunted, okay? Just for clarity. Here's what happened during the presentation, and this is one of the reasons why I didn't want to talk about it until I've had some time to process it. But basically, I was starting my presentation about myself and the companies and what work I've done, etc. And he stopped it midway through the conversation. Like, he just was like, no, I don't want to see this. I just sort of, tried to pivot, and we were having a frank conversation, and he was like, do you know how to do this? Do you know how to do that? Right, what kind of a leader are you? That's how the conversation was going, and I was trying to answer the questions, and I would have answered all of those questions in the presentation I had prepared. But he had expressed that he was looking for somebody who was similar to the person who had the role already. And initially I thought, that's great, it was super clear. But when you start to think about it, and I started to replay the conversation in my head of what he was actually saying, he said to me that he was looking for another Bob. That's the name of the person who has the role currently. Do I look like a fucking Bob to you? Do I? No. I'm not a Bob. I'll never be a Bob. No Bob here. So that's basically it. He was looking for another Bob, and I'm glad he said it in a coded way. He already mentioned that they had hired a woman to be the head of user research or whatever, and he said he was looking for a Bob. They sent him Laney. That doesn't make any sense. C'est la vie. You know what? I am disappointed because this is the job I actually really wanted. And when someone is so clear with the kind of person that they want, don't send them someone that doesn't look like that person. You know, he obviously had an unconscious bias. Don't send him somebody that looks like me and that is like me. I researched the person he was talking about, and there are a lot of similarities in our portfolio, but it's a different package. And if somebody is expecting a package that looks like a Bob, don't send him a package that looks like me. Just don't. Don't test people's biases. Because at the end of the day, it's not going to change his position. He still has the job. I won't get it because he does not envision someone like me holding this position. One more point about this interview that happened last week as well. I didn't have my background blurred because we weren't using Zoom or Google Meet. So first thing that happened, he was like, oh, what are those things on your wall? And he started to comment and say, oh, wow, you have like a nice workspace behind you. That's red flag number one. Because then he proceeded to show me his doll collection. Somebody gave him a doll, a big Lebowski doll, because they were like, you look like him. And he was very proud of this. And this was the first 5 minutes of our conversation. I was doomed from the start. I sent feedback in regards to the basic generic email that I was sent, and they sent me emails back. We've been emailing back and forth for the past 35 minutes, and I basically was like, listen, all these things you've asked for, I wasn't able to illustrate it with my presentations or with any of my case studies because I wasn't allowed to present my case studies during my interview. I was told that I would be able to present to the team in the next interview, but that's not going to occur. So just sometimes, I pick and choose my battles, but in this instance, they were trying to tell me I wasn't qualified. And it's like, wait a minute, fuck you. That's not true. And I'm going to stand up for myself because that is misinformation. Don't tell me I don't have this experience when you didn't give me the opportunity to present it to you. Because there's some days you catch me and I'm like, no, I will be your karma agent. And it's one thing, you can say what you want when I've shown you what I'm capable of doing and you don't like it and you don't want to do it. That's subjective. That's just sort of like opinion. And if you don't like it, that's okay. But don't tell me I don't have any of the things that you've been looking for in the second interview and you didn't allow me to present any of the stuff that I have done in the past. And here I was, last week I was internalizing and being like, I don't think I presented well. I think I might have blown it. It's like, no, I really went back through it. And luckily I tape a lot of this stuff. And I was like, wait a minute, I wasn't given the opportunity to present my work. I didn't get to show them any case studies. This is a design management position. You have to show case studies. I wasn't able to do that. He didn't want to see any of my case studies. How do I even edit this? But yeah, I'm pissed. And I do get pissed sometimes because you're allowed to. And everybody has their limits. And I do it with reasoning. I don't just randomly get upset with every person. But there are some people, and especially in the last few weeks that I've dealt with straight up racism with this interview process. So I put that person in check. And I have dealt with this kind of fuckery where people just don't take this hiring process seriously and you think it's like some sort of fucking joke. Get out of the way. I'm not going to have him insult and say that I have not done B2B and really worked with complex systems and all that stuff. No. No, ma'am. Nuh-uh. You're not going to get away with talking about me and my past like that, especially when I was giving you an opportunity to show my past and my work. That's just judgment. And he can go.
most people.
Same.
Hello everybody, this is Kelly Stamps, and I have a rant for you this evening. I don't like most people. I don't. That's why I do YouTube. That's why I stay in the comfort of my apartment. I make a living talking to my camera.
Hi. I'm a bit grumpy today, so I decided to dress like Bert and Ernie. Always makes me feel happy. Updates. Now that company that I had received the rejection from and then sent feedback to, and now it's just been a back and forth about the feedback and what actually happened in the interview. It's exhausting. This is why I usually stay silent and do nothing. If I receive any kind of like rejection or whatever, or requesting a feedback, I just get the feedback and move on. The reason why I didn't film much yesterday is just because I feel like my period's finally over, or just that hard part of it's over, so the pain side has dissipated, so that I had maybe about 3-4 hours of sleep last night. I wanted to update you on the job application rejection feedback. At this point, I regret even saying anything. At the same time, I kind of have to stand up for myself, because if I don't stand up for myself, no one will. So today the plan is to finish editing the Laney Loves books, record another podcast today, and what else do I have to do? Oh, it's like the 2nd of the month, so it's all bill stuff again, and that also puts me in a cranky mood. That's my focus for the next at least 5 hours. If anything else comes up, I'll share. But join me for this grumpy day. It sucks, but at least I'm looking like Bert and Ernie. It's my happy place. Put on some stripes and a little bit of a Lippenstift, and I should be okay. I'm making a bit of an early dinner for myself tonight. Jerusalem artichokes, pureed, caramelized zucchinis, and jerk chicken. Yes, even the fridge agrees it's amazing. The puree is ready. Dinner is ready. No.
Thank you.
He has the voice of an angel. Oh, he does a concert every week. It's this undiscovered kid on TikTok. So good. Oh. So good.
Active and very independent, and just having to kind of explain that to the healthcare team that like don't look at age, like you can't, ageism.
Now I'll look like Jabba the Hutt, like our sisters do. Bad Zoom posture. Yeah. Okay.
Alrighty. First agenda item for tonight is really under our building maintenance and safety. So I just wanted to do a little recap of the harm reduction session for all those that did not attend.
So I'm going to end the vlog here. It's been enough misery for the week, enough to last a lifetime. There are bigger things in the world to worry about. I'm sending out love and safety to those who are in between the conflict. Okay. See you next week.